Hello, welcome to Healing Spirit. I'm Patricia and I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. This is your Scorpio reading for June 2026. So if you're a Scorpio, sun, moon or rising, this could be for you. I'm going to start off with an angel card, and there some have popped out, a few too many. So let's see what spirit guides, angels, please give Scorpios a clear, concise message for June 2026. Angels, please give them a nice, clear message. That one there. Entrepreneur card. Interesting. Self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. Very good. So, if you're involved in getting your own business, this might be just the incentive you need. So, I'm going to now pick an angel number card. See what Spirit has to say to my Scorpios. I hope you've survived May. It was quite turbulent. Oh, there it is. Okay, it is 3-3-3-3. Social skills, hope, optimism, liberation, success, prosperity, excitement, enthusiasm. The problems you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life, since your luck may be about to change. It is time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. 3-3-3-3. Okay. And now we have a fairy realm message. Okay, fairies, what message have you got for my Scorpios today? Spirit guides, angels, fairy realms. Please give a message to Scorpio today for June 2026. Okay, we have be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Okay, so I'm just going to elaborate a bit more on that one from the little book here. All right, it says, this card indicates that you're hiding your true feelings and aren't being forthright about an important topic. The fairies urge you to admit your true feelings to yourself. Do you feel stuck, depressed, tired, angry, or irritable? Maybe you feel that you can't afford to be honest with yourself and that you don't have a chance. This card isn't asking you to make any radical life changes or have a confrontation with another person. However, it is urging you to admit your true feelings to yourself. One easy way to get in touch with your true feelings is by going outside and engaging in a silent conversation with the fairies who live amidst the flowers, trees, and grass. Even if the thing that you're thinking, feeling, and experiencing these days, ask them to help you get in touch with your deepest feelings. The fairies love to hold a mirror up to us so that we can see and admit the truth. Affirmation is, it's safe for me to be honest with myself and others. I speak my truth with love. Wow, so be honest with yourself. And that can often be the case, isn't it, that we even lie to ourselves when it's something we don't want to hear or admit to or things like that. So next I have a power animal card. So this is your spirit animal. Let's see what they have as a message for you today. Whoops, and there it is. The koala popped out. And the koala says, speak less and listen more. And this is all to do again with the be honest with yourself. So let's see what Koala has to say. Koala, koala, there you are. Isn't he beautiful? Okay. It seems that a lot of folks use lots of words, many more than are really needed. It's rather narrow to consider communication to always be about words. You can fill the air with words and sometimes even use them to cloud deeper sentiments and feelings. Talking so much can take away from the elegant pleasures inherent in stillness. As the old adage goes, be still and know I am. Talk less and you'll find immense opportunities to not only listen, but to really hear. Even though it might sound strange, you can even hear silence. Get to know others in a different way. Ask simple questions, then tune in, not only to the words they say, but more important, to the subtle body language with which they express the words. You'll pick up nuances of feelings and meaning, some that even the speaker isn't aware of. Listen closely. As you walk through the woods, you can hear the sound of your heartbeat and breathing, and the songs of birds, and the whispery crunch as various critters make their way through the forest. Make it a point today to speak as few times as possible, and only when absolutely necessary. Instead, use your ears, eyes, and physical senses as a conduit for a more profound connection with and understanding of the world around you. And additional associations are rest, detoxification, safety, and sensitivity. Okay, so yes, Scorpios, speak less, listen more. That's an interesting concept, isn't it? Because we do tend to be in a conversation and can't wait till it's our turn to talk again instead of really listening to the person. And then we can get, like it says, be our true self, be our honest self with people, is to listen and let them completely say what they need to say. Then we react to that. But a lot of people, and I've been in conversations where you can hardly get a word in because they keep talking over you, and you start saying something and they talk over you again. So yeah, it is a nice thing to do, is just to let people speak and get things off their chest and not interrupt. Right, we're starting your tarot reading now. Spirit guides, angels, fairies. There we go, we've got the Fool. Oops, and there we go, got those. So here we go, that one. Movement happening. Spirit is telling me that you've had quite a lot of decisions to make lately and a lot of confusion in doing them. So that's the thing with be honest with yourself, what feels right. I feel with the entrepreneur card that you are thinking about being self-employed, maybe working remotely, being a digital nomad. Let's see what the cards have to say about all that. Okay. All right. Let's have a look what we have here. It's a bit of everything. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. We have both the Death and the Devil card. So there is a lot going on in your life, Scorpio. Yes, there is. So the Death card is not the death of a physical person. Not normally. It's usually about death and rebirth, as in out with the old, in with the new. And the Devil, he's a trickster. So something in your relationship perhaps is not as it seems. The Devil usually comes out when... And it's interesting that you've got be honest with yourself, because there's something that, and I don't sugarcoat things, I feel maybe you've been lying to somebody or about something and you need to come clean, clear the air. Yeah, when the Devil card comes out, it means that maybe you have some addictive behaviours you need to look at. Yes, and then it's interesting that you've got the Temperance card, because she's telling us to have balance in all things. Yeah, she's balancing the water in one cup to the other cup. She's got one foot in the water, one foot on the ground. It means again that you are juggling a few concepts of what you want to do. Yeah, you are in a bit of turmoil though. You're a bit battle weary with things that have been happening. So if it's at work, with colleagues at work, or a boss you're not getting along with, and yeah, this is how you feel. You really feel like you're pinned down, that you can't move, you can't see, you can't think. But as you can see in the card, she can move, but in her thoughts are so negative that she's basically chained up with her thoughts. Yeah, same with the Devil card. The lovers look like, should cover those bits, they look like they can't get away, but they're actually not tied up to the devil. They can walk away if they like. And I feel with this one, this is movement, I feel that you are finally going to walk away from a situation that's caused you a lot of battles, inner battles. You've got the King of Cups here, which is somebody very sensible in your life, could be yourself. But there's still rocky waters all around his feet, but he's sitting on his throne, he's quite comfortable, he's happy with what he's managed to achieve so far in life. And I feel that you feel somewhat that that's the truth, but there's a lot more that you want to achieve. But look, you've got the Fool card. Now, he's really about new beginnings, which is what a lot of these cards are saying. New beginnings for a business. Yeah, but the Fool is also a little bit foolish, because he can't see that he's about to walk off a cliff if he's not careful. So what it says to you is, go for it. Go for this new adventure. Could be a new job, could be a new relationship. But do it with all eyes, ears, all senses happening, because you have got the Death and the Devil card. You need to be aware that everything is not quite as it seems, but you did get the Happy Families, Rainbows and Lollipops card. That means that everything you've wanted will come to fruition, but you need to be honest with yourself and with others. Yeah, Spirit is saying very much so that there's been deceit around you. So I'm not saying it's yourself. Maybe it's something you're not seeing with your partner or husband, wife, whatever. Something's not as it seems, but because we've got the sort of Happy Family card, I feel that something might, what's the word, explode. You know, you both have this massive argument, and then all of a sudden it's quite chaotic. You're both hurt and upset, but the air's been cleared, and you have to be honest about your feelings. They have to be honest about theirs, and just let it all out. And then when you've both been honest with each other, will you know where things are meant to go from here. If it's a boss or someone at work you're not getting along with, then that is why you've got the Entrepreneur card, encouraging you to go out on your own. But all the other cards here are saying do it with skills, money saved behind you. Like, don't be the fool and just fall off a cliff. Be a King of Cups, sturdy, sensible, working it all out before you make a move. Okay, yeah. So the Four of Pentacles means you are a bit scared about money. You're holding on tight. But you need to, again, change the beliefs that you have around money. Always affirm, money comes to me easily. All I wish for comes to me from the universe, and I'm grateful. Very important, because if we have a poverty realization and a feeling of lack all the time, then that's what we bring onto ourselves. All right, look at that. You've got the King of Pentacles. So, another king, but he's happy. He's made all his dreams come true. He's got a harvest all around him. He's got his pentacle. His house is in order. Everything's good. So this will be you. Once you do things that you need to do. Okay, Spirit, give me more clarity. Okay, oh wow, a heap came out then. Alrighty, very interesting. Guess what else you've got? You've got the Tower card. So, my dear Scorpios, whatever you are going through right now, well, you're about to, because this is for June, I feel that depending when you see this, whether the May 31st full moon has happened, I feel that that's going to bring everything to a head, and this will be you jumping for dear life. And it's not necessarily in a bad way, but this is really when the rug is pulled out from under you and you have nowhere left to go but a different direction. And the universe, you have the three most powerful cards in the tarot deck for change, growth, renewal. Yeah, everything in your life is about to change, but for the better, because you have lots of positive cards, all of these. And then I just picked up these ones. We have, there you go, you've got the Victory card. You're looking, yeah, this is you, a bit pensive. What's out there for me? What can I do? How can I get through this to the other side? Well, he's holding a world globe in his hand. He's looking at all the vastness of the mountains and the fields and the meadows there. So trust and believe that after all the chaos of the Tower, things will settle down. And there you are, the Queen of Pentacles, sitting smugly on your throne. Money's here, fruits of your labour are here, everything. So hang on tight, Scorpios, because life is about to change in a drastic way. And yeah, what else we got? Okay, so the Page of Wands. There's some good news coming that you've been waiting for, and I think this news will make you feel a lot better after all the chaos that's been going on. So Scorpios, hang on tight, whatever's going on here, whether it's a new job, new relationship, but I feel that everything is about to change. So there you go. This one and this one are very together, saying you've got the whole world at your feet. Just believe it. Believe that even though it's going to be a very drastic change, it's meant to happen. Life can't stay the same as it is anymore, is what Spirit's saying. So whether you move house, whether you move states, move countries, there is something big going on here. Give me more clarity, Spirit, please. Okay. Queen of Swords, the Magician, and the Chariot. There you go. So definitely change. You're off. You've got your Chariot. Definitely a good sign. The Magician means you've got all the skills and knowledge to start again, start over in just about everything in your life right now, really. And then you're the Queen of Swords here. You're not going to take any BS from anyone anymore. You have to make a stand and realize that all of this is meant to happen because it's part of your soul's journey. And it won't be easy, but with some positive cards like the Chariot and the Magician, you will be right. Okay, look, I'm just going to pick the Soul, because it's all about your soul's journey card, to see, Angel Spirit, please give Scorpios a nice affirmation card about all this tarot reading. There it is. Actually, Yep. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Wow. That really does make sense with everything we've just been talking about here. Okay. The outcome of all choices in life is determined by two emotions, fear and love. Your soul is made of the energy of love, and fear and it's an earthly manifestation of a challenge. To embrace and wallow in fear is to go against your very being. Fear in its many guises is the obstacle that your soul uses to test its tenacity to stay on track. For a soul, human life can be very difficult, but acknowledging that your soul's true nature is love will always help you on your path. When fear rears its ugly head, it is really an opportunity for you to stare it in the eye and turn that doubt into trust. View it as a teacher. What lesson are you learning from these fearful emotions? The more you use the energy of love to diffuse fearful situations, the less often they will present themselves. Now that is so interesting when you've got cards like Death, Devil, the Tower. So there is a lot of fear, I feel, around you right now. So embrace the fear, embrace the love, be loving, and things will come back to you tenfold. Now I'm just going to pick one of these cards here. Okay, what is another message for Scorpio to get through these tough times? Spirit, one more shuffle. Ah, there we are. Empowerment. Empowerment. That's what you're needing right now, and that's what the universe is pushing you towards. Nothing great happens or changes when life is all like this. It's only when we whoop like that we get so much learning, so many lessons. And that's exactly what's happening with you. You're having a huge upheaval, but it's for the better because you got the empowerment card. You have so many strengths, and yet you allow others to take away your power. When your words are dismissed, when your actions are mocked, your light fades because you don't stand up to be counted. You may say silently to yourself that everything is fine, that you know the real truth, but the universe requires you to stamp your authority so that you can grow fully into the wise one that you truly are. The wisdom keeper that others are waiting to turn to. By working with the element of fire to purge any fears and hold you back, you're more able to step fully into your power, with Salamander, the elemental guardian of fire, as your ally. Wow, so much love and fear and shake-up in this reading, Scorpios. Some more magical meanings are stand up and be counted. It's time to get your opinion across. Someone is trying to control you, and participate in an organised fire walk and seize the day. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, Scorpios, this has been a most amazing reading. Stay positive. Lots of beautiful cards have come up. Beautiful. The Magician, the Chariot. Okay, lots of beautiful things, and finish on the Empowerment card. Stay in your power, stay true to yourself. I wish you all the love, luck and light for June and beyond. And I thank you for being here. If this resonated with you, please like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments what is going on. That's a huge shake-up. Tell me if you can relate to it. Ask me any questions and I'll be happy to get back to you. Okay, until my next video, sending you lots of love. Bye.